Oh, there, RC again. I will be playing in the Spring Offensive 2021, which will be being held on either July 9th or 10th to start, which is a Friday, through to the Monday following. Um, I guess Fridays depends on when people get in town. Maybe we start a turn or two, which would be kind of handy, give us a little bit more like a meet and greet kind of thing. And if it works out, we do a turn or two. If not, we're scheduled to start it all on Saturday morning. So yeah, thanks to COVID, the Spring Offensive 2020 in March got canceled due to all the border closures and whatnot and restrictions. Then the Spring Offensive of 2021 got canceled for the same reason. And now July, the Spring Offensive is finally able to move forward due to the restrictions being lifted enough that at least Canadians can show up. Unfortunately, our borders are still closed, so along with most other countries. So I'm hoping that we can go back to normal by next year. But yeah, who knows? Anyhow, um, it'll be Global War 36 version 3. There's a few of the alternate rules that we're playing with, but I don't have an exhausted list in front of me. I will try to figure that out when I get an opportunity to. I might put that in the description or something later on. Um, I will be playing as the German player. I'm gonna have to kind of. I might have some issues with filming end of turn kind of thing because I am the start of the next turn, right? So when the Americans are done and the turn's over, it's go time for me. And in order to get this game done in a reasonable amount of time and have some chit chat, dinner, lunch, a little bit of table talk and other stuff going on. In order to have all that stuff go on and still get the game going, we're not really running a strict policy, but there is definitely a policy on before your turn starts, you should know what you're going to build. You should know what you're going to roll for technology. You should have a general idea what your plan is. That way, you know, we're not sitting around waiting for 10 minutes because you've been drinking beer and eating pizza, and all of a sudden you wander over and like, oh, it's my turn. Oh, okay, let me come over there and well, how much money do I have? Like, you know, that just adds 10 minutes to everybody's turn, which ends up being 6 players with an extra 10 minutes. That's an extra hour of dead time on each round of the game. And that can be add days to the gameplay. To be honest, most of the time, most of the reason this game is really long is that stuff's going on. So, as a result, while other people are going to be filming their end of turn um, little synopsis videos, I'll be playing. So I'm going to try and find a spot where I can slot in there and get involved in the doing something along that line here and there. But I can't promise that I'm going to be able to do it every turn because if I'm done my turn and then I'm getting attacked by Russia, for example, well, that's two player turns that are involved there, and then I'm busy doing the game. Right, the game comes first, the and then the filming comes second. So I'll try to give you guys something, but I can't promise everything. And I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, because this is another video where I've recorded it and then had to stop. But I will be putting out a little playlist of my pre-game strategy and plans on purchases, builds, stuff like that. But they will be slated to release at a later date. That way, I'm not accidentally putting something in front of somebody else's in their YouTube feed, like, German strategy, from me, and then one of my teammates might happen to be subscribed to me or not, and it comes up and they just click on it, and I'm telling them what I'm going to do in the game so they know how to counter me. You know what I mean? So those will be a little bit delayed, but they will be pre-recorded. So let's see what happens there. All right, and yeah, I think I'll leave you there. I'm going to be enjoying myself. Oh, let's let you know who's all going to be there. So I will be there as the Germans, and since I'm focused right here, let's do the rest of my alliance here. The Italians will be played by Panzer King, the host of the venue, and then Fortress Jinx will be coming in and playing as the Japanese. So that'll be the 3-player Axis alliance. All right, and then General Hand Grenade, another one of the hosts of the event, local for the event, will be, I believe he's partaking in a lot of the hosting process and whatever. Him and Panzer King are working together on that. He will be running the alliance of the Comintern all alone. So it will be just him. So that'll be a 3 versus 1 for heads, but that also means 3 different conflicting ideas versus 1 unified idea. So it could be an interesting dynamic. And then the allies will be Madman Dan, I believe, is the Commonwealth, and I'm not sure if he's playing France or if the Americans are. But I know Hilltop Pillbox is the Americans, and he'll be playing the KMT, and he will also be playing the US. So I'm really looking forward to meeting these 5 other players, either for the first time or again, and solidifying some excellent community. I've found that everywhere I've gone, either my YouTube comments, somebody else's YouTube comments, or an event, or just a little random meetup game, it seems like everybody who's got this game as a hobby is definitely on a friendly basis. Personal politics, religion, all that stuff doesn't matter. We're just here to play a game and enjoy ourselves, and try to challenge yourself. And I'm hoping that I can pull off a victory, because that'd be nice. But at the same time, so long as I don't lose, due to I enjoy losing, and this is going to sound weird, but I enjoy losing to a good opponent, because that teaches me so much about my failed strategy and a positive strategy on their side. I know that everybody's got some experience either with this game or previous versions, or previous or different franchises that are very similar in if you've played Risk before, you've got a leg up on somebody who's never touched this game, right? There's lots of different games out there that are similar but not the same, right? So if you can play a strategy game of one kind or another, then you can play this one. It just might be a little bit more complicated. Anyway, this video is starting to get a little long, so I'm going to leave you there. So Spring Offensive 2021 in July, starting on the 9th or 10th for 3 or 4 days. And yeah, look, keep an eye out for my my playlist of pre-game strategy and technology and whatever. And it'll be entertaining to see how different that changes based on what my opponents do, and maybe some of my predictions on my opponent's actions and how wrong I was, because people are very variable. You never know. You think you know something about what, this is what I would do, and then somebody else does something totally different. Very entertaining. Anyway, on that note, see you later. Hope you enjoy, and hopefully next year it's open so that we can get more people out. And man, if we can turn this into a regular event, that would be great.